This is the WINDHORSE W2A electric bike, and my first impression was how punchy and compact it feels. The small 16-inch wheels put power right to the ground, so it steps off the line fast. I'm talking about that instant push you notice the moment you tap the throttle or start pedaling. It's a quick, confidence-boosting start that makes short city hops easy. Key features that stood out to me are the 630-watt peak brushless motor, a removable 288-watt-hour battery, a simple LCD display with 3 pedal assist levels, and dual disc brakes. The motor is capped at 20 miles per hour, which lines up with local e-bike rules where I ride. I used both throttle and pedal assist over a week of errands and commutes. From my experience, pure throttle gets me close to the stated 20 miles if I stay on flat ground, keep speeds moderate, and ride in warmer temps. When I use pedal assist in a lower level and help on starts, I can stretch it much farther. I've hit the high 20s in miles without stressing. Hitting more than 35 miles is doable only if you keep speeds down, use low KAS, and ride efficiently. The 4-hour charge cycle is accurate for me, which is convenient because it lines up with a work shift or a late afternoon plug-in before an evening ride. The frame feels sturdy, and the fold is quick. After a few tries, I can fold it and get it into a trunk in under 10 seconds without wrestling. It's not featherweight, so carrying it up multiple flights isn't my favorite, but it's manageable for a short staircase or a platform gap. The fold-in size works for tight apartments and office corners, which is the point of a 16-inch folder. In my opinion, this compactness is why the W2A makes sense. You get real motor punch without committing to a big frame. Comfort is decent for a small-wheeled, rigid bike. There's no front or rear suspension on my unit, so you do feel imperfect pavement. The adjustable handlebar and seat help a lot with fit. I run slightly lower tire pressure on rough blocks to take the edge off, and I stand briefly over potholes. The second seat pad is a nice extra. I've used it for short, slow roll-arounds, but I treat it as a quick hop solution, not a long ride perch. Always watch total load. The stated max is 265 pounds, and local rules about passengers vary. Braking is solid. Dual disc brakes give me predictable stopping with no pulsing or squeal once bedded in. On a wet morning, I tested a few hard stops in a safe lot. Grip was consistent, though like any bike, wet rotors need a bit more distance. The small wheels help with agility. U-turns and curb cuts are easy. And weaving through parked cars or bike racks takes less room than a 20-inch or 26-inch folder. Just remember that smaller wheels can fall into deeper cracks more easily, so I keep my eyes up and line choice clean. The controls are straightforward. The twist throttle is responsive, sometimes too responsive. With a basic cadence sensor, the assist kicks in once the pedals move, and on this bike it comes on strong, on narrow paths and crowded areas. I keep it in Pass 1 or go human power only to avoid jumpy starts. On open streets, the torque is a blast. If you're new to e-bikes, that surge is normal for cadence-based systems. It's the bike saying, I detected motion, here's your boost. If you want the most natural feeling ramp up, roll the throttle in slowly or start pedaling gently before feeding in more assist. The display is simple and readable. I see current speed, battery bars, and assist level at a glance. I like that the headlight is wired, so it's just there when I need it. No separate battery to manage. The key-locked removable battery is a clutch feature for security and convenience. The bike only powers on when the key is in the on position, which is a helpful theft deterrent when I'm popping into a store. The battery's built-in indicator lets me check charge while it's off the bike, which I do before leaving the house. The only nitpick: if I forget the key, I'm not riding with power. It trains you to make the key part of your routine. Where I wanted more was documentation. The manual on my unit is thin and doesn't explain any advanced settings. I couldn't find official instructions for adjusting deeper parameters, like PAS behavior or display calibration. I'd love a clear booklet or a support page with P-setting guidance because a motor this punchy could benefit from a softer launch option. I reached out once and didn't get a quick response, so I leaned on my own experience and a little trial and error. The bike rides great out of the box, but in my opinion, better support materials would make ownership smoother for new riders. It's perfect for short to medium commutes, campus runs, RV trips, and anyone who needs a real e-bike feel in a compact, trunk-friendly package. The acceleration makes city riding fun. The 20 miles per hour cap keeps things legal-minded, and the 4-hour charge means I can top off during a shift or a lunch break. If you're planning long throttle-only rides every day, the 288-watt-hour battery may feel small. You'll want efficient PAS, or plan on more frequent charging. If you're sensitive to abrupt power, you'll adapt quickly by using PAS1 and a gentler throttle roll-on. From my experience, the best way to ride this bike is to think smooth inputs. Ease onto the throttle, let the cadence sensor do its job without a hard jab on the pedals, and keep tire pressure reasonable for your roads. Use the key lock whenever you park outside and make it a habit to remove the battery for charging indoors. The Fold will feel second nature after a couple of days, and you'll appreciate how little space it takes. I'd recommend this for riders who value compact storage, strong starts, and simple controls. Apartment dwellers, city commuters, and travelers who need a quick fold e-bike will get a lot from it. If you want a super plush ride or a torque sensor feel, you'll want to look at models with suspension and a different sensor setup. If you want reliable, quick, everyday transport with a tidy footprint and honest 20-mile-per-hour performance, this checks the boxes. In conclusion, the WINDHORSE W2A nails the essentials: lively motor, practical range for urban life, strong brakes, easy folding, and a secure, removable battery. In my opinion, it's a fun, no-nonsense folder that trades fancy extras for real-world utility. I'd still like clearer documentation and a calmer default assist curve. But the core ride quality keeps me reaching for it when I need to get somewhere fast without fighting for parking. You can view detailed information about the WINDHORSE W2A electric bike for adults in the comments section. Thank you for watching.